Hello, Jared, and welcome everyone to Vibrations and Manifestation.
Hi, Alicia. Great to be here. So today we're diving into episode 63, Desire versus Belief and Identity. And specifically, how you can actually start believing in something you've never, ever achieved before. It's a big one.
It really is. A super common reason manifestation feels, well, stuck is this mismatch, right? Between what you desire, what you want, and what you deep down believe you can actually have.
Exactly. And, there's often an even deeper layer hiding under that.
Identity.
Identity, who you believe you are.
Yeah. So if you want something genuinely new in your life, something different, well, you kind of need to become someone who naturally, almost automatically believes it's possible for them.
That's the core of it. So our mission today in this deep dive.
We're going to explore how you can shift from just, I want this thing, to embodying, I am this person.
We'll be drawing on some neuroscience, definitely sharing some stories.
Do some journaling together.
And even a guided experience to help you really feel into that shift.
Ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
Storytime. When identity blocks the door.
Okay, let's start with a story. Because sometimes personal moments reveal these deeper truths about identity, way better than just talking theory.
Absolutely. Stories make it real.
So picture this. I'm 16. Super awkward phase, obviously.
Oh, well, I've been there.
Right. And I work up the courage to tell a friend my big secret dream. I wanted to work in film. Like direct, write, maybe even act, the whole shebang.
Wow, big dreams for 16.
Huge. And I was so excited, but also, terrified putting it out there. And my friend just sort of blinked and said, "Really? That doesn't seem like you."
Oof, that can sting.
Oh, it totally did.
Yeah.
But the weird thing, the real hurt wasn't just the comment itself. It was because deep down, some part of me already believed I wasn't that kind of person.
So it landed because there was already an internal agreement.
Exactly. It was like her words hit this invisible wall I'd already built around my own identity. My dream felt unsafe somehow. Like it didn't belong inside the me I knew.
That makes so much sense. And what happened then?
Well, for quite a while, honestly, I'd kind of stayed small. I pulled back from that dream. My beliefs and, crucially, my sense of who I was just hadn't caught up with that big desire.
Yeah. And that's a really powerful illustration, isn't it? How our own perception of our identity can unconsciously block our desires, even the ones we feel super passionate about. It's like an internal gatekeeper we don't even know is there.
Definitely. It holds us back without us even realizing why.
Science deep dive. Belief, identity, and the brain.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and look under the hood. What's the science behind these kinds of blocks? Why does identity have such a powerful grip?
Yeah, let's get into the why.
Well, first, let's define our terms simply. A belief, essentially, is just a thought you've thought often enough.
Okay.
That your brain basically says, okay, this is true, this is reality. It carves a sort of neural pathway.
Like a well-worn trail in the woods.
Exactly. And identity, that's like a whole collection of these core beliefs, specifically about who you are.
So it's the story we tell ourselves about ourselves.
Precisely. Often expressed as, I'm the kind of person who does this or doesn't do that, or simply, that's just not me.
Right? I hear that one a lot.
And here's the kicker. Your brain is fundamentally wired to protect this identity. It craves something called cognitive consistency. It really, really dislikes contradiction.
So it wants everything to line up. Thoughts, feelings, actions, all matching the current identity.
You got it. So if you have a desire, let's say, for true financial abundance, but your core identity includes the belief, I'm someone who just scrapes by, your brain will unconsciously work to maintain that identity. It might filter out opportunities, rationalize staying stuck, sabotage chances for growth.
Right.
All out of loyalty to that past self, that familiar identity.
Wow. So it's like the brain is trying to protect us, but it ends up keeping us stuck in the old ways.
In a sense, yes. It's maintaining consistency, which feels safe, even if it's not fulfilling.
And this is crucial, we can change this, right? Neuroplasticity.
Absolutely. That's the really hopeful part. Neuroplasticity means our brains are constantly adaptable. We can update this internal operating system.
Okay, so how do we do that? Do we just force ourselves to believe new things?
Well, not exactly force. That often backfires because it feels fake, right? The smarter approach, based on what we know about the brain, is building what we call bridge beliefs.
Bridge beliefs. Tell me more.
They're thoughts that gently stretch your current belief. They make the new reality feel a little bit more possible, maybe just 5% more believable.
Okay, like stepping stones.
Exactly. And then you pair those bridge beliefs with small, consistent habits or actions that align with the identity you're growing into.
Ah, so you have the brain proof.
Precisely. It shifts the whole process from feeling like effort and strain to feeling more like alignment and natural evolution.
Okay, so recapping the science bit. Our brains protect our current identity through cognitive consistency. But thanks to neuroplasticity, we can consciously rewire that identity using these bridge beliefs, those gentle stretches, and consistent, aligned actions. It's about working with the brain, not against it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Bridge to becoming.
All right, now it's time to get interactive. We want you to actually do this with us.
Yeah.
Understanding is great, but embodying it is where the magic happens.
Yeah, theory is one thing, practice is another. We need those believable bridge thoughts, and we need those habits as the glue, really, for a true identity shift.
So if you can, grab a journal or a notebook if you're driving or something. No worries, just follow along mentally. We'll keep the pacing comfortable.
Ready.
Okay, step 1. Name the desire. Just take a moment. Think about one desire you hold, something you haven't quite achieved yet. Let it be honest. Let it be bold, maybe even a little vulnerable.
And frame it this way. I want to become someone who...
Examples might be, I want to become someone who feels calm and centered during conflict.
Or who earns 6 figures doing work I love with ease.
Maybe. Who finishes the creative projects I start.
Or even who trusts love again after being hurt.
Find yours. Whisper it or say it aloud if you can. And if you have that journal, write it down. I want to become someone who... just let it land.
Okay. Take a breath. Now sip 2. Build your bridge belief. Ask yourself, really honestly, do I fully 100% believe that I am this person right now?
And it's totally okay if the answer is, not quite. Or even definitely not.
That honesty is key. So now let's build a bridge. A thought that stretches your current belief, but gently. It needs to feel somewhat believable, even if just a little.
Use phrases like, I'm becoming the kind of person who...
Oh, I'm learning to believe that.
It's possible that.
I'm open to the idea that.
So examples could be, I'm becoming the kind of person who finishes what they start.
It's possible I could thrive financially, doing what I love.
I'm open to seeing myself as someone who is loved and supported, just as I am.
Find your bridge belief. Write it down, say it aloud, feel its vibration, even if it only feels 5% true right now. That's enough to start.
Right. Now, step 3. Identify the trait. Ask yourself this. What is one core identity trait of the person I'm becoming? Focus on a quality of being, not just an outcome.
Yeah, what's the energy of this future you?
Is it calm, disciplined, radiant, creative, trusting, abundant, consistent, magnetic, brave?
Pick one key trait that resonates most strongly with the desire you named.
Write it down. Something like, the identity I'm growing into is, fill in that blank.
Okay, maybe I can share my current one as an example.
Please do.
So my desire right now is, I want to become someone who naturally attracts aligned people, opportunities, and support. Just effortlessly draws them in.
Okay, love that.
And the identity trait I landed on for that is magnetic.
Ooh, I like that. Magnetic.
Yeah, it feels expansive. So my bridge thought, linking these, is I'm becoming someone whose energy draws in exactly who and what I need. It feels, achievable, like I'm stepping into it.
And what's the habit you're using to anchor that?
Okay, this is step 4. So my tiny habit is every single morning before I even think about touching my phone, I place my hand on my heart and I say aloud, my energy is magnetic. I light up rooms before I even enter them.
Wow. How does that feel?
Honestly, it calibrates my whole nervous system for the day. It shifts my energy, and I notice it subtly influencing my actions, how I show up. It's like programming myself for magnetism. And hey, if magnetic resonates with anyone listening, feel free to borrow that habit.
That's a great example. So for everyone listening, now it's your turn for step 4. Anchor it with a habit.
You got to give your brain proof. Identify one tiny, ridiculously repeatable habit that supports your new identity trait and aligns with your bridge belief.
Tiny is key here. If your trait is creative, maybe it's literally writing one sentence a day.
If it's trusting, maybe it's taking one conscious breath before responding when you feel fear or anxiety rising.
Disciplined. Maybe set a 2-minute timer to work on that task you've been avoiding.
Abundant. Maybe consciously saying thank you for every single thing you received today, big or small. Even finding a penny.
Find your tiny anchor habit. Write it down. This week, I will practice your tiny habit to strengthen the identity of your chosen trait.
Okay, now, just for a moment, close your eyes again if you can. Picture yourself actually doing that tiny habit. Feel how easy it is. Feel that little flicker of pride. Imagine that action repeated day after day, literally rewiring your brain, rewiring your reality.
Let's all take a breath and maybe say this together softly or in your head. This is how I become who I'm meant to be.
Beautiful. So just to recap this interactive part,
Yeah.
you need that believable bridge thought, followed by a tiny, consistent habit. That's the formula. That's how you build congruence and anchor the new identity in reality.
Identity breakthrough.
You know, thinking about identity shifts, I had this one moment I remember really clearly. It wasn't planned, but it felt like a conscious rewrite in real time.
Oh, tell us. These moments are often turning points.
I was standing in front of a mirror, literally psyching myself up or maybe down about filming something for my work that felt really bold and visible for me at the time.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, my hair wasn't right, my throat felt tight, that inner critic was just loud, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Standard stuff.
Usual suspects.
Totally. And I almost backed out. But then I just looked myself in the eye in the mirror, took a breath, and whispered, "People like me do this."
Wow. Simple, but powerful.
It felt definitive, and then I just walked over and hit record.
That's fantastic. And what shifted?
It wasn't just that I did the thing, it felt like in that moment of choosing, I actually became the person who does things like that. It wasn't just a behavior change, it felt like a fundamental identity shift. It changed who I saw looking back at me.
That's such a key point. True breakthrough often isn't just about changing actions. It's rooted in that internal, deeply felt identity shift. That's what empowers us to act in new, sustainable ways. It unlocks the action.
Guided visualization, the inner architect.
Okay, let's deepen this feeling now with a short guided visualization. We're calling this one the inner architect. So if you're in a place where you can safely close your eyes, please do. If not, just follow along with your inner vision.
Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths. Just letting go of the day so far, settling in.
Now imagine you're standing at the beginning of a long hallway. This hallway is lined with mirrors. As you look into each mirror, you see reflections of past versions of yourself. Maybe versions that felt hesitant, unsure, limited by old beliefs or stories. Just see them. Acknowledge their journey. Maybe even whisper a little, "Thank you for getting you here." Now walk towards the end of the hallway. There you see a glowing doorway. It feels warm, inviting. Step through it. You find yourself inside a vast, light-filled studio. All around you are blueprints, architectural drawings. But these aren't for buildings. They're blueprints for identities. You notice one nearby labeled Default You. Maybe the lines look a bit faint, the structure feels a little fragile, or just familiar in an old way. Acknowledge it. Then your eyes are drawn to another blueprint across the room. This one is bright, radiant, vibrant, label aligned to you. This one feels right, solid, clear, strong. It resonates. Walk over to this blueprint, feel its energy. There's a pen resting beside it. Pick it up. It feels good in your hand. Now begin tracing the lines of this aligned you. Trace the contours of the version of yourself who already believes, who receives easily, who thrives naturally. Feel the energy as you trace. As you trace, say softly, either aloud or in your mind, "This is who I am becoming." Feel that. Now try. "This is who I already am underneath it all." Feel that. And maybe finally, I remember now. Just let that feeling, that knowing, anchor deep within your body. Take another slow breath, and when you feel ready, gently open your eyes, bringing that feeling back with you.
Beautiful. That kind of visualization helps connect you consciously to that empowered, aligned version of you that really already exists as a potential within you. It's about remembering and activating more than creating something totally new.
Manifestation debug mode. Identity static.
All right, let's shift into what we like to call manifestation debug mode.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Like clearing out the glitches.
We're looking for that identity static, those common thought patterns that interfere with the signal that block the manifestation. Goal here is to clear that static and tune back into the magic.
Okay, debug signal number 1.
Hearing yourself say or think, that's just not me, or variations like, I'm not the kind of person who
Here's that one a lot. Seems harmless.
seems harmless, but it's powerful identity code, a real red flag. So the override command, when you catch it, pause and tell yourself, that used to be true, but I'm updating the system.
I love that. Updating the system.
Yeah. And then immediately follow it up with your new trait. I'm becoming someone who shows up, or receives easily, or speaks my truth, whatever fits.
Got it. Okay, what's debug signal 2?
The thought, if I try this, I'll probably fail anyway.
Ah, yes, the realist defense mechanism.
Exactly. It feels like self-protection, rooted in that old belief that staying small equals staying safe. But here's the truth. Staying small doesn't protect you. It just postpones your expansion.
That's so good. Postpones expansion.
So the debug. When that thought comes up, interrupt it. Let's clear that static and tune into magic, and then reframe. I'm not avoiding failure. I'm practicing being my future self in real time. Every attempt is practice, not a final exam.
Love it. Okay, debug signal 3.
That lovely question, who do I think I am?
Ugh, the imposter syndrome special. It usually pops up right before you do something bold, right?
Right before you hit send, or apply for the thing, or ask for the raise, or post the vulnerable thing. It's your old identity feeling threatened.
So what's the override?
Remind yourself firmly, I'm someone who's rewriting their story. Or I'm someone who's showing up as who I actually am deep down. Or my favorite, I'm not pretending, I'm remembering.
I'm remembering. That shifts everything. It's not fake it till you make it.
No, it's align it till you become it. Big difference.
Huge difference. Okay, any bonus strategies?
Quick one. Bonus the bug strategy. Reverse the thought.
How does that work?
Super simple. Catch the limiting belief and just flip it. If you think, this isn't me, consciously think, this is becoming me. If it's, I can't do this, try, what if I can do this? Or I'm learning how to do this.
Just interrupting the spiral.
Exactly. It breaks the pattern and offers your brain a second, more empowering option right on the spot.
Brilliant. And the final command.
The ultimate debugging command. Anytime that old code, that old static tries to take over, just pause, breathe, and ask yourself this simple question. What would someone with my new identity, insert your chosen trait here, magnetic, calm, brave, etc., do next?
Not later, but right now.
Right now. Let that answer guide your very next tiny move. That's how you debug and rewire in real time.
Okay, recapping debug mode. Recognize the static, that's not me, I'll fail, who do I think I am? And use those override commands. Update the system, practice being your future self, remember who you are, reverse the thought, and always ask, what would aligned you do next?
This is active identity gardening.
Well put. All right, to really anchor everything we've talked about, let's close with a journaling practice. Think of this as making a kind of sacred agreement with your subconscious, putting pen to paper. We're calling this prompt, becoming me.
Use the insights from the earlier interactive segment. Let's solidify them.
Okay, step 1, write down the desire I'm aligning with is. Revisit that core desire you named earlier. Be honest, be tender with yourself. Maybe it's to feel deeply at peace and at home in my body.
Or to earn money in a way that feels joyful, aligned, and abundant.
Perhaps to be in a partnership that truly supports and inspires my growth.
Write yours down. Remember, desire is your compass. Step 2. Write. The belief I'm practicing is. This is your bridge thought. The one that feels like a gentle stretch, a doorway opening.
Maybe. I'm becoming someone who trusts the unfolding process of my life.
Or, it's possible I'm worthy of deep love and belonging without needing to earn it.
Perhaps. I'm learning to believe that good things can come to me with ease and joy.
Write down the bridge belief you're actively practicing. It should feel inviting, not demanding.
Step 3. Right, the identity I'm growing into is. Name that core trait, that energy, that quality of being you chose.
Magnetic. Calm and confident. Worthy. Consistent. Playful and creative. Brave.
Just that one powerful word or short phrase. This is the seed. Write it down.
And finally, step 4, write, the habit I'm anchoring is. What's that one tiny repeatable action you committed to?
Placing my hand on my heart each morning and saying, my energy is magnetic.
Writing one sentence in my journal each day to honor my inner creator.
Taking one deep, grounding breath before reacting when I feel triggered.
Write down your chosen habit. This is your anchor, your lighthouse. Proof in action.
Now, there's an optional final prompt here if you want to go a little deeper.
Yeah, this one's powerful. Consider writing a short note or letter from the future version of you who has fully stepped into this new identity. The you who embodies this trait naturally.
What would that version of you say back to you right now? What would they want you to know?
Maybe include how they feel now, what they're most proud of having navigated, what beliefs or habits they gratefully let go of.
What tiny thing did they do consistently that made all the difference? What surprised them most on the journey?
And maybe have them end the letter with something like, I'm so proud of you. You just kept showing up, especially when it felt hard. And it changed everything. Keep going.
Take a few minutes later today, perhaps, to write that letter. Reading it can be incredibly motivating. This whole journal entry is your starting point, a record of your becoming.
Your new inner code.
So let's just quickly recap the core message from our deep dive today. Your beliefs absolutely shape your world, no doubt about it. But it's your underlying identity that really locks those beliefs in place and determines what feels possible.
Yeah, and the great news is you don't have to somehow fake belief until it feels real. You can consciously build it step by step using those bridge beliefs.
And anchoring them with consistent, tiny habits that align with who you're becoming. It's about working with your brain's neuroplasticity.
Your desire shows you the direction. It points the way. But it's cultivating that aligned identity that makes the journey sustainable and the destination inevitable.
Use the bridge thoughts. Practice the habits. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Let your nervous system gradually feel safer and safer with success, with expansion.
Remember, you're not trying to become someone else. You're actually just shedding the layers that aren't you and coming home to who you truly are underneath it all.
If this resonated, we'd love for you to subscribe to our Vibe Letter. It's our free weekly email, and it's packed with bonus tools, sometimes guided downloads, extra journal prompts, all designed to help you live a more aligned, magnetic life. You can find the link in the show notes.
And our final thought for you this week. Let this be the week you stop waiting to believe fully, and instead, you focus on becoming. Just take the next small step aligned with that future self.
Because the truth is, you are already in motion. You're already rewriting the code just by listening, just by intending.
Thank you so much for tuning into Vibrations and Manifestations today. We appreciate you being part of this conversation.
Have a wonderful week ahead. Keep aligning, keep becoming. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.